In this video here, I wanted to go over another way of doing a turn on the haunches. But with this exercise, it's more about getting control over the shoulders, and it's really like a preparation for a walk pirouette or really even a canter pirouette. And some guys use this for beginning the spin work. So what you're going to do is just come out, walk a small circle, and if you can kind of pick a spot, like I'll pick a hoof print out here and I'm going to walk a fairly small circle here. And you need to have a nice rhythmic walk. And Omni here, she's a 5-year-old warm blood and just going under saddle here for a little over a month. So it's just getting a nice forward walk on that circle. She wants to leave. And we're just walking around and around, developing a nice rhythm. And it may be you go around 10, 20 times. And then as you're going along and you really get some rhythm going there, can you feel the front feet? And as you go, can you kind of just ask it to step to the inside a little? Step to the inside. So you might pick there, there. And as she kind of just crosses just a little bit, do 1 or 2 steps and walk out of it. So in the beginning, you may not be able to feel both front legs. And now I'll go the other direction. Is just pick the outside front. Can you feel when that foot leaves the ground? But we need forward first. So she wants to kind of go here and there. So I have to say, let's go forward. I pick a spot. We're going around that hoof print there. And I'm feeling the outside front. We're just walking around, keeping that walk going. Now if I feel her want to come in, I can take that outside front and ask her to step it towards the inside. So she wants to leave the circle over there, and then she wants to kind of come in over here. So I can use it to my advantage. But again, her biggest thing is she's not staying rhythmic. So I'll just stay on the circle for a little bit. So I'm using my reins, directing her, using my weight, saying stay forward, don't stall out. Yeah. Now I'm going to start feeling the outside front when it leaves the ground. It's leaving, 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 leaving. So I just get in time with it. And you can, if you can't feel it, you might just have to look down. So look down at it and start seeing when it's going forward and coming through the stride, and as it's back and it's leaving. Because you can't do anything with it as it's planted on the ground. You can't move it at least. So what you're going to do, when it leaves the ground, that's when you're going to say, now bring it up and cross over. So we're walking along. Now I'm going to start asking for her to cross over, cross over, cross over. So I'm doing that by coming on with just a tiny feel with my outside rein, and then with a little bit of outside leg to say, stretch that leg over and across instead of just going forward with it. So again, I get it to where I'm feeling that outside front leg, there, 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 asking for it, asking for it, asking for it to step across, step across, step across, step across, step across. There. There was a tiny bit, but don't stall out. And then we can walk out of it and go to the other side. So it's just saying keep going, and it's just a walk. Now I get in time with this outside foot. Now, 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 now. Oh, there she was moving the hind end. We lost the forward. So you want to keep your forward. Yeah. Don't lose your forward. And that's why you're out walking that circle, and if they stall out, the hind end's going to pivot around the front end, but you want them moving the shoulder around the hind end. So we're walking on this circle here, and ask the outside, step over, step over, step over, step over, step over. Yeah, tiny bit, tiny bit. So I keep just asking, yes, there was a better. She actually thought about going that way, and as soon as she goes, I let her walk out of it, and then we can go back to the other side. So you're asking her to step around, and I'm using it with my intent and my outside leg. So think of my outside leg as when this foot leaves the ground, as I'm saying, step it over. Instead of just going straight ahead, take it over and cross it over. My reins are directing a little bit too, saying go that way. And we're not making this where we don't want to spin here. We're just wanting it to cross over in the beginning. So there's lots of time here going, but there we kind of lost our forward. So we have to get the walk. And now I'm going to start saying step over, outside leg, yes, yes, up, don't lose your forward, and then we can walk out of it because she started to come across. And as they get this, you're going to get more and more steps of coming through and around. So this can be a great little warm-up exercise when you get on your horse, because you're just asking them to develop a nice rhythmic walk, and then you start asking, oh, let's bring your front end over a little bit. Get in time with the outside. And when you can start getting, yeah, there we go, and then we leave. Don't go too many steps around in the beginning. Now we're heading around the other direction. Can I feel those front feet? And then say, bring your front end over. Stepping over, yes, yes. There, and then walk out of it. She kind of lost a little bit of the forward, but she was thinking about it. She was getting the idea of coming over. So it's another great exercise of just getting you to start feeling where those front feet are. And you can do that by, if you need to, look down. But another way is as the horse's shoulder goes forward, you'll feel your inner thigh, inner calf, kind of the horse drops away just a little bit. So it leaves, and then as the horse comes through, and right as the horse's front foot leaves the ground, just right under your foot, it fills that space back up underneath your leg here. So you kind of feel it fill up. That's right when it's going to leave. And then when it lands is when it drops in a little bit. So it's like a filling and dropping, you know, leaving. So that's another way to feel it. But as you develop your feel, then you can get in more and more time with those front feet and telling them which way to go and where you want them to go. So with this exercise is just walking a nice circle, and then as you're walking that, you've developed a great rhythm. Then you start saying, oh, let's step the front to the inside of the circle just a little bit. 1 or 2 steps, and then you can leave. And then once they get that, then you can go 2 or 3 steps and leave. 3 or 4 steps and leave. So it just keeps progressing till eventually you could do a full circle around. So use this as a warm-up. Let us know how it's working for you. Leave us some comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.